Hello and welcome back once again to product placement. So as I've been in and out of the store the last few videos, I've been seeing another product that I've been wanting to try, but I only saw it in the large bags and I didn't really want to pay full price for the large bag on something I might not like. So I kept putting it off. And then today I was walking around the store looking for some other stuff. And on my way out, I go over to the section where the drinks and snacks usually are because I want to give myself something cold to drink for the drive home. And I find something to drink and I pick it up. And as I turn around to leave, I notice a smaller version of the product I wanted to try sitting there on the shelf in the snacks section. So I grabbed that one and that's what we're going to be doing today. There are actually two things I saw in the snacks section. So I did grab both of them, but we're doing one today. And the other one will probably be the next video that you see after this one. But this is a new flavor from Cheetos, and these are Cheetos Puffs Cheese Pizza. So again, I don't do Cheetos that often, but I saw cheese pizza and I said, hey, I like cheese pizza. Why not try them, right? Now these are the puffs. These aren't the crunchies. So they are the fat styrofoamish tubey things. But that's okay because I still normally like Cheetos Puffs. So hopefully we like these. So no stalling. Let's open these up and see what we think. Bag is open. Let's give it a smell test first and see if it smells like a cheese pizza. Here we go. Kind of, but not really. I'm mostly smelling Cheetos dust, but I am getting a faint hint of not cheese pizza, but that generic cheese powder that they put into potato chips when they want it to taste like a pizza. If you ever had the combos snacks that taste like pizza, the filling in those kind of has that same flavor mixed in to give it an artificial pizza flavor. That's what I'm getting as far as the smell of these. It's that artificial pizza sauce type of flavor mixed with the Cheetos cheese dust. So that's our smell test out of the way. So let's pull one out and let's go ahead and pop it in our mouth and see if it tastes like a cheese pizza or if it just tastes like a regular Cheetos. Cheers. Interesting. So on the initial crunch, I am just getting Cheetos, but then as I chew it up and everything starts to mix together, there's all these other flavors like spices that are popping in that definitely make me think of pizza, but not so much just the cheesiness of it. Like there's some type of seasoning in there that gives it almost like a pizza crust type of flavor and a slight hint of that artificial sauce flavor is there as well. Like I said, you would get out of like the combos. That's there, but it's very faint. It's not as strong as it is in combos. It's just like a very light addition. And then the Cheetos cheese dust flavor mixes in. It's like, yeah, that's the cheese pizza. I would almost venture to say that it's slightly more than just cheese pizza. Like I can almost kind of taste the meatiness of toppings. Not necessarily like a pepperoni, but maybe like a sausage type of thing. But it only says cheese pizza, so I don't think there's any meat in this. So if you're like a vegan or something that can't have meat products, well, you wouldn't be having Cheetos because they're artificial cheese product anyway. Does artificial cheese product count as vegan? Because it is a cheese product, but it's an artificial cheese product. But at the same time, artificial cheese products do have a certain percentage of dairy product in it in order to be called an artificial cheese product. So can vegans have Cheetos? Let me know in the comments below. In the meantime, I'm going to try one more of these and try to distinguish that flavor just a little bit better. Cheers again. Yeah, that's so strange. Honestly, on the second one, I think that meatiness I'm getting is that same seasoning that I was saying made it taste like a pizza crust. It's just like this mix of like Italian seasoning that's mixing around with that artificial pizza sauce flavor and the Cheetos cheese dust. That's just giving it an overall pizza taste. And I think the heaviness of those seasonings are what's giving me that slightly meaty kind of flavor, but it's not a meat flavor. It's just the Italian seasoning kind of all mixing together to where everything comes together and sort of tastes meaty, but there's no meat byproduct or bouillon powder or anything like that in it at all. At least I don't think. I didn't read the ingredients. There could be some bouillon powder in here, so read it before you eat it. But yeah, does it taste like a cheese pizza? Yes and no. It tastes like the idea of a cheese pizza, of an artificial cheese pizza, if that makes sense, because I never had an artificial cheese pizza. Does it taste like an actual cheese pizza like you would get at like Domino's or anything like that? Maybe not Domino's, maybe Little Caesars hot and ready cheese pizza. Maybe pushing that a little bit. And that's not a slight against Little Caesars. I love Little Caesars. But as far as like quality of pizza, I'm getting more of that kind of flavor out of these than I would out of like a Papa John's or a Pizza Hut or something like that. But again, it doesn't fully taste like actual pizza. It tastes like a pizza flavored product, which is what it is. It's a pizza flavored product. So it's got all the hints of what would make it pizza without actually being pizza, if that makes sense at all. Not really sure what else to say about this. We're going to wrap this one up here. Again, as always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Links are in the description. Ring the bell. Make sure you get notifications every time I post new content. And until next time, cheers.